So, Strange New Worlds, Episode 7. What is Starfleet? Appropriate title. I must say, this episode did not represent what Starfleet stands for. It really didn't. Um, because in one hand, you got Starfleet doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and then on another hand, they got what Starfleet should be doing, which is really stupid. It's a really stupid episode. Um, so it's another space creature. They, Kurtzman does seem to be very fond of having space creatures in his shows, Star Trek shows. So we're introduced to a Jikaru, which is essentially like a space dragon of some sort, which is born um, on a ocean planet and then spreads out into space as it once it's matured. So apparently the Lukai or something. They're the name of the race that are trying to get Starfleet to bring this creature, the Jakaru or Jikaru, to um, their world. Yeah, spoilers by the way. But if you want, if you're gonna watch this, please do consider hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. I am trying to increase my content, though there are certain things I have limitations on at this present time. Um, but that will seriously help us out if you can do that. You can also please consider clicking the link in the description, which will take you to either the tipping page where you're free to tip whatever amount you like. Any comment that you make with the tip will be read out in either the next video or the next live stream, whichever you prefer. There is also a link to the spread shop, which I will be closing down soon, in hopes of opening a better store with more available items, specifically more widespread availability without such a delay. Because with Spreadshirt, for me in the UK, it's coming from Germany, which fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, so let's see. Right, because I've got a few things about this episode. I do have notes, not scripted. These are notes, because it reminds me of an episode from a previous sci-fi show. One specifically from, I think it was 2004 that it started with a miniseries and then spread out. So season 2 of that show, the second proper season, not including the miniseries, because it would be 3 out of the third season if the miniseries is included. So there's a documentary team there's a documentary guy on the Enterprise. He's got cameras everywhere. He's got access to all the onboard cameras, which are everywhere apparently. Every single station has a camera looking up at your face for a very close-up image. It's ridiculous. It's bloody stupid. But like I said, it's very similar to Battlestar Galactica Season 2, Episode 8, Final Cut, which was when a documentary team went onto the Battlestar Galactica to show the colonists in the fleet, this is Battlestar Galactica, this is what we do to keep you safe. But there's an ulterior motive, just like there is in this episode, where the documentary maker, who is Ortega's brother, by the way, from the previous episode, when he's introduced. And here's the problem with documentary crew. They're always going to be looking for the worst thing that happens. They're not going to look at all the goody two-shoes stuff, the nice things that people will always know about and stuff. They're going to look for what's behind the scenes. And it's demonstrated in this as well, because even though it's Ortega's brother, he has a thing with Uhura, there's another thing coming with Uhura, don't worry. But yeah, but let's go back to where I was at the beginning, because I've trailed off a little bit. But the episode is when Lucy Lawless. This is the Battlestar Galactica episode. When Lucy Lawless is introduced as Deanna Beers, Byers. I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's been a long time since I watched Battlestar Galactica. Who is also number 3, so the Cylon model number 3 for the human form Cylons. But that's also the same episode where Hera is born, the daughter of Halo and Boomer, which is what number 3, or Diana, is actually looking for. She's looking for evidence to see how they have been treated the Boomer as she was pregnant with a child. Yeah, it's very similar. Very similar. Obviously, the documentary guy doesn't have. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know his name. He's not an important character to me. Just like Ortega is not important to me. She flies a ship. So what? You keep reminding us every single day, or every single episode, I should say. I'm pretty sure that most episodes that she's been in, she's actually literally said, "I fly the ship." But yeah. But it feels very much like Final Cut from Battlestar Galactica in that respect. Obviously, without the secondary story for the documentary to highlight. The fact that it's an incident, that a political incident, that the documentary guy is trying to get out into the public is ridiculous. It's a severe political incident that happens in this episode, and they don't seem to highlight that actuality, that point of the episode of what's going on in the mission. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. You should never have a documentary crew on an active ship that is going on a mission like that. I mean, they should have selected any ship other than the Enterprise as a result of all of that. So yeah, it's really weird. But it's as a Star Trek episode, okay, not good. It's okay. I've noticed people that say, "Oh yeah, we've had 3 great episodes of Star Trek in Strange New Worlds in a row." It's like, no, we haven't. No, we haven't. And any good Star Trek fan would know that. Anyone who understands the universe properly, that is. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So there's 3 episodes left? Yeah, 3 episodes left, I think, of this season. Then we've got to wait until next year for season 4, and then we've got the half season after that. But who knows? It might get cut sooner, because as we know, the Skydance deal has gone through. I'm guessing that they're finalising it, and then we're going to see what happens with Kurtzman, because they may choose to buy Kurtzman out of the contract, which will actually remove his rights to the Star Trek that he produced. If I remember, I can't remember exactly. He may have put a clause in there where he has the rights to the Star Trek that he created, which would make sense, because no one really cares for Kurtzman's Trek. I don't care about Kurtzman's Trek. The only Star Trek that I've liked since Kurtzman took over Star Trek is probably Lower Decks and Prodigy, and they're 2 shows that have been cancelled. Go figure. The best shows have been cancelled. The final season of Picard was actually really good, but that was because of was it Terry Metalis? I think it was Terry Metalis. Comment in the section chat or during the premiere or in the comment section below if I'm right about it. I'm pretty sure it was Terry Metalis, right? That did the 3rd season of Picard. I could search it, but I won't bother. I've got things I need to do. So once this video is uploaded, I'll be watching Alien Earth episode 3 for the 2nd time, because I haven't formed an opinion yet, so I can't react to it. So I need to watch it again. But what I might do is I might actually watch all 3 episodes. So rewatch the first 2 and watch episode 3, and see if I can form my opinion that way. I may not. I may just watch episode 3 again. I don't know. But yeah, So, my opinion with Strange New Worlds, people who have watched my content and followed me, they would probably know what I think of Strange New Worlds. But yeah, we'll see. So a short video this time, or shorter. But please do hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and select all, so you don't miss any upcoming content. And please do comment down below any thoughts, ideas, or suggestions that you may have. And please do keep it civil. And until next time, please do take care, stay safe, and may the Schwartz be with you always.